Welcome back Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with your local Wednesday Sportscast. Today, Alaska Nanox women's basketball head coach Cody Bench announced the newest addition to her staff. Brett Sawyer is the new assistant coach for the women's team. Sawyer comes in from Snow College, a junior college in Ephraim, Utah. He helped Snow to a 21-8 record this past season, and they were ranked as high as 12th nationally in the NJCAA. He also served as head coach for the Utah Diamondbacks AAU team, who won a tournament championship back in 2013. Sawyer joins a Nanox program that had its best season in a decade with a 14-14 record. Now, two local baseball teams are on their way to Anchorage for the state baseball tournament. Lathrop and West Valley will represent the MAC Conference in their first round games on Thursday. Here's more from the teams on their state title hopes. The Mid-Alaska Conference's top two teams got in their last practices this week before the state tournament. Thursday at 10 a.m., the four-time MAC champion Lathrop Malamutes will face Juneau Douglas, a team they beat 5-2 in last year's consolation game on their way to a fourth-place finish. Lathrop lost to Colony by a run in last year's first-round matchup. Their first game this year could be the start of a deep postseason run from a promising Lathrop squad that ran the table in conference play, the only team in the state to do so.
We know what to expect at state now, since we were undefeated last year as well in conference, and we know that the next team we're going to play is not going to be as easy as it has been, and that we just need to make sure that we keep everything simple and just play our game.
And that's our biggest strength right now, is our cohesiveness and our aggressiveness on the field. We're always looking to take an extra base, steal a base, whatever we can do to take up an extra 90.
On the other side of the bracket, the MAC's 2 seed, the West Valley Wolfpack, will have their hands full. They will go up against the Ketchikan Kings on Thursday at 1 o'clock. The Southeast Conference champions are led by Nathan Bonk, a 6'5" left-handed pitcher who was the Alaska Gatorade Player of the Year. The Wolfpack will bring their 10 best players, and one senior feels the first inning will be key in pulling off the upset.
Winning the first inning, it's hard to come back, like play from behind, but if we get ahead real quick, it's better to stay ahead than try to come back from behind.
It's baseball, and on any given day, anybody can win. And so we know what we're up against. We don't have any false illusions, and we're going to go out there and give everything we got because we got nothing to lose.
The state baseball tournament is in Anchorage at Mulcahy Stadium. We'll have results on Lathrop and West Valley throughout the week. Joe Cook reporting. And despite today's nasty weather, it's still summertime. That means the running season is about to get going this month. In fact, Tuesday night at the base of Moose Mountain was a masochism on Moose Mountain, the second race in the Northern Trail Series. This run has 1 1/4 mile ascent and a 2 3/4 mile descent. A nice field of running enthusiasts headed up Moose Mountain in the June sun. And the first one coming barreling down the mountain was Chris Eversman. He crossed the finish line in 34 minutes, 7 seconds for the overall title. Following him was Devin McDowell in 35:21, Ted Alder in 36:27. Now the women's title went to the always humble Melissa Lewis with a time of 38 minutes, 14 seconds. Masochism means the enjoyment of pain. Eversman enjoyed that and the win.
It's a beautiful race. I don't find myself out here to run these trails enough, so this is really a great opportunity to get up there. Very much in the woods, very steep though too, so not to be taken lightly. We have a fantastic club here, we have a fantastic community of runners. I can't thank Dan and everybody who hosted the race enough, Erica, all those folks, they did a fantastic job, just like every other race I've ever done here. I've been running in this community for almost my entire life, so it's always an honor to come out here and run a really nice race.
The Alaska Gold Panthers summer baseball season is 9 days away with opening day on Friday, June 12th. The Panthers will start on the road against the Peninsula Oilers for a 3-game weekend series on the 12th. The first home game is against the Chugach Chinooks on Tuesday, June 16th at Grouda Memorial Park. Sunday night, June 21st, is the 110th edition of the historic Midnight Sun Game. The Seattle Studs will be the opponent this year. Now, last season, the Panthers went 21-8 in the regular season and swept the Mat-Su Miners in the ABL Championship Series for back-to-back league titles. Alaska has had a different manager the past 2 years. This year, Jeff Stevens, an assistant coach from Sierra College near Sacramento, will be their manager this year. The roster is all new. Former Monroe Ram and the 2014 Alaska Gatorade Player of the Year, Scooter Bynum, is the only returner on the roster. Bynum finished his first year at Arizona Western College, finishing third on the team with 38 RBIs and was fourth in batting average and on-base percentage. And that wraps up sports for tonight. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.